Hello everyone. In this lecture video, we will understand the sensor cloud architecture from different viewpoints. So here we explore the sensor cloud architecture from two viewpoints. First is the user organizational view and second is the real architectural view. So here in user organizational view, you have sensors, cloud applications, and in cloud you will be having operations, IT or admin and management, whereas in real architecture you have sensor layer, edge or gateway layer, cloud layer, then you have management and security layer and the application layer. Now we will see these in detail one by one. So first is the user organizational view of the sensor cloud architecture. In this view, the system is shown from the perspective of the end user. So the user, he sits in front of the computer and accesses the web interface. Now through this interface, the user can select different service templates such as the environmental monitoring, then you have health monitoring, water quality monitoring, traffic monitoring, and after selecting a service, the request is sent. Okay, the request is sent where? It is sent to the sensor cloud system. Now the cloud system, it performs many complex tasks such as the data collection, data processing, data storage, management and security in the background. Now various sensors are placed in the environment which collect the information and send it to the cloud. Okay, so the cloud processes the sensor data and and prepares the required service. Then the service is then delivered back to the user. Here it is delivered back to the user through the same web interface, and the user receives the results easily without needing to understand how the internal system works. Now here one important point which is shown in this image is that the user, he is unaware, or the end user is unaware of the backend processes, and the user only interacts with the web interface. Here only he interacts with the web interface to request and receive the services, and all technical operations are handled automatically by the sensor cloud system. Okay, so here the users only interact with the web interface to select and receive the services. They do not see or manage the complex backend processes. Now second is the real architectural view sensor cloud architecture. It shows the internal working and the complex processes that takes place inside a sensor cloud system. Here on the left hand side of this image, you can see various sensors in the environment such as the weather sensor, then you have surveillance sensor, water quality sensor, soil moisture sensor, and the traffic sensors which collect the data from the environment. Now the first step is what? The first step is the sensor allocation, where suitable sensors are selected and assigned for a specific task. Next, the system performs the data extraction from the sensors in order to collect the raw data from the sensors. After that, third step is the virtualization of the sensor nodes, which creates virtual sensor resources that can be managed efficiently. Now the architecture, it also includes the infrastructure maintenance, which monitors and maintains the system. Then comes the data center management, which manages servers, resources, scheduling and load balancing. Now frequently used data is stored in the data caching for faster access, and the collected data then goes through the data processing and the analytics here. Okay, where the data is cleaned, filtered, analyzed and converted into useful information. And this system, it also includes the service management, which delivers services to the users, and the security and privacy management protects the data through the authentication, authorization, data encryption and the privacy controls. Then comes the monitoring and logging continuously, which continuously tracks the system performance and maintains the records. Then finally, the process information, it is then delivered to the end user through the web applications or mobile applications, analytics and reports, or alerts and the notifications. And each process uses specific algorithms and schemes for the efficient operations. So this is about the sensor cloud architecture from different Viewpoints. Thank you.